Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RollPlay Mirrorshades. I almost forgot the name of the show. It's week 24. It's been a while. It's been...
Is it not 25?
Is it?
Or
24. It's 24.
I didn't fuck this up, Kaitlyn. You fucked this up. That was your fault.
You've been fucking this up for a while then.
That's true. That's true. It's been like a month since we played, I think.
It's been a while, man.
Weren't we going to go steal drugs or something? What are we doing?
You already did that.
We
Oh.
definitely
did that already.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We are
You're
not
jumping
going
the
to
gun.
sacrifice a friend is what we're not going to do.
Oh, that's right.
Shut
We're going to get your
up.
dwarf.
Oh my
We're not
God.
allowed to. God damn it!
It all
Now-
makes
God,
sense.
you just
No.
fucked up the whole shit. Oh man.
It all makes sense.
we-
All it
we-
takes is one thing.
Oh no! Oh, sweet baby Gavin! No!
I think, was Wheat prepared for something? Why is Wheat so upset about this?
You're not. Everyone knew it was coming, JP. You didn't even
I
like
didn't know. I
ask anyone. You're just like, yeah, is some fucked up shit about that? We're like some fucked up shit. Decisions might have to be made. Like,
I honestly
that's bad.
did,
Let's
no.
just-
That was because I honestly didn't. It's been so long that I honestly didn't remember what was going to happen, and
So
now I
it was
remember
more of
exactly.
like the memory came back and you just like blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blurted
I
it
word
out.
vomited.
Okay.
I word vomited.
You are-
Spoilers, not really. Though.
Thou all forgiven, JP.
Okay. All right.
I'm not really sure. Was that what voice was that?
I don't know.
Who
That's one of we.
cares?
He hasn't brought that
Who
up yet.
cares, Adam?
We haven't seen a character with that
Yeah.
voice yet.
Sean Connery or like Bane, or I'm not really.
Everyone's got a Bane.
It's a mixture of both.
You sound like
Bane
Ko from this
Connery.
past weekend on West Marches, which you all should watch. Let's start with Dodger. Dodger, you've been in New York for some reason. I still.
have
What
been
did you go to? What were you there for? A lot of people went there.
A secret project.
Okay.
I got my ear pierced on the street. That was great.
Okay. Have
Street
you been to a
piercings.
doctor to see if it's infected yet?
It wasn't actually on the street. We were just
Oh.
like hanging out on the street, and we had 2 hours to kill, and we were right next to a piercing shop. So I was like, I'm just gonna get my ear pierced. So I went in and got my ear pierced, and I'm in love with it, but it makes headphones really difficult, which is why one of my ears is sticking
Yeah.
out.
It's really stylish. I mean, all the kids are streaming that way these days. Dodger,
Yeah. Right?
It also
Nailing
it
it.
does this to your ear, like puts your ear
Switch to earbuds.
and like pushes it forward
So, is it back?
like
it's
this a little
back.
bit. So you got to push your ear up. That's the trick to it. Now
I
I
call it
can't
the
do
LL
That's
Cool
weird.
J.
Yeah. You gotta kill
Oh,
the
like
circulation.
fold it over.
Yeah, you gotta kill the circulation in your ear. That's
I
gonna
got you
hurt
now.
if I leave that
Isn't
any longer. I'm
it?
not
Isn't
gonna do
your aren't your headphones like about to just come off at any moment? Because
No.
that.
Have you ever seen a DJ?
She's been training a long
of
time.
DJs
for
do
it.
course,
this all
but
day
these,
long.
No, they hold
maybe it's
it.
because I don't want my hair to get messed up, and when I
Yeah, you have this part like way the fuck back here.
I don't. Okay, I get it, Dodger.
If I had earbuds around, I would just.
I don't
use
like
it.
that.
I don't. I don't like it.
Also,
I'm
why
the only
why do you have
person
so many
that uses
coats on?
earbuds.
What the fuck?
It's cold as fuck in here.
What?
It's
Don't
like
you live
really.
in Los Angeles or something? Like, isn't it hot where you're at?
I was literally just in New York where they're like on hurricane
Fair.
warning, and it was freezing there. And I came here and I was like, it feels so warm. And then got into my actual office room and was like, why is it so cold in my room? This isn't fair.
Oh,
You have two hoodies on and a like jacket with that weird fur thing at the top.
and a scarf.
Weird.
Oh, you've got your scarf. You
A
got the scarf.
a
Okay.
hoodie, and a jacket.
Jesus. Must
I'm
be-
honestly surprised that Adam was stereotyped like that when he's from Canada. Like, he doesn't get that enough.
Fair.
True. You've shamed him publicly now. Good job,
Isn't
Kaitlyn.
it cold there all the time? 24/7,
There you go.
Yeah,
You got
it is. It's really cold
420
right now.
days a year.
We have extra days in Canada. We're further from the sun.
It's true. Also, more importantly, Dodger, I watched you get really upset today because I was watching you play Joden or however the fuck
No.
you say it, and it was
You'll
so
talk about
fun.
it, man.
Did you watch me like literally?
I
just-
literally watched you freak the fuck out. I've never seen you do that before, and it was awesome. It was great to see the real Dodger when she gets upset.
my
Real
true
th-
self.
The true self.
Dark Dodger.
I saw you just, get up, and then I was like, she didn't go to a break card. She'll be back. She's coming back. And then, sure enough, about 5 seconds later, I'll be right back. And you do a break card.
Oh, you didn't see when? Okay.
I saw you flip. See, I saw the aftermath, the view with head and hands. I didn't see you actually rage at that particular point in time where you died with him very close to death.
He was dead! JP, he was dead! And then
Oh.
I died right after he was dead, but it was still like, you didn't impress the gods. And I was like, fuck you, I killed that guy. I was so angry.
Okay. Well, there you go. Go watch the VOD of that.
In
Someone.
the end, I beat him.
Do you,
Can
can you?
ruined for everyone.
Oh well. Go watch the VOD or someone. If your mods have the ability to make a death reel of that boss, that'd be good. Good video.
God.
Of you just raging. I've never seen you upset before. It's great. It's fantastic.
It's kind of nice, right? Sometimes when
Yeah.
you see somebody else just get really pissed, and you're like, I've been there.
It's validating to you. Like
It
I'll
is.
watch other streamers get pissed at the game. I'm like, all right, I feel better about myself now because I was that guy 3 hours ago.
Yep.
I do that a lot. Anything else you've been up to besides your secret New York mission and raging?
Not really. No. I've been looking at a lot of food blogs.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
gonna come be my personal chef that I offered?
Sure, yeah. Once
Once a
Twitch
week?
and YouTube stop working out for me,
Okay.
I'll work for you. How does that sound?
That works great.
Okay, cool.
All right, time to now kill your Twitch and YouTube channel. It's my personal mission. I'll work with Stripping on it. We'll figure it out. Wait, what's going on with you, Mr. Super Nintendo person?
Not the same old. I'm retraining myself to work normal now, which is kind of weird to think about. But like even sitting down at my computer for the last 3 months, like this area has felt weird because I'm like, God, I have so much work to do. I should be playing games or Rocket League or doing all this shit. And now that's gone, but I've still had to kind of ease myself back. Is this weird?
Is what weird?
It's like when you go on summer break.
I tuned you out because I
Right?
honestly tuned you out.
I
What were you
think,
saying?
yeah.
You asshole.
Dodger, my virtual boyfriend, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
I both in character and out of character, I appreciate it.
I do what I can for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, but it's been nice to kind of get back into it, spend a little bit more time where I'm not, necessarily working. So it's great. And of course, I'm leaving to go to New York Comic Con on Wednesday. But it was nice to get a little bit of time off and try to catch up on a bunch of work. So other than that, I've been watching a ton of fall television that has come out.
Let's talk about what have you been watching. Are you caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm not. I haven't watched that yet.
Dude, season 3, episode 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. might have been the best
Here it comes.
television I've seen in 2015.
Okay. Oh, 2015.
And that's against Mr. Robot, which is like one of my
On
favorite shows of all time.
Fridays. Yeah. Okay.
It was actually like fucking incredible for them to pull a show which started so fucking bad into what it is on season 3, episode 1.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, like, I think they kind of knew what Marvel fans wanted, especially with, and I think they kind of figured that out. So,
yep, it's fully realized now. It's great.
yeah, and maybe that was their point all from the beginning. I don't know. Have you watched Heroes yet? The new Heroes?
No, is that any good?
I've heard it's trash.
It's like it's one of those. You really want it to be good because the whole premise and concept is pretty, but it just ends up being a little like it's a little like Under the Dome and the 100.
Fuck.
Where
Like your
okay,
favorite
so
shit ever.
I'll give you the best example I can give you from I think it's like the 2-hour premiere, right?
Okay.
There's a storyline about this girl who is living by herself in Japan, and like that's the setup, and you're like, okay, well that's weird. What's that all about? But then they come back to it, and this weird guy knocks on her door, and he's like, yeah, I'm a gamer, and I like got into this area into the game, and I'm the first person to ever do it, and the instructions were to come here and tell you something. And so she's like, get the fuck out. And then he comes back again and he finally tells her, and it's like, yo, there's a katana hidden in this room and you need to fucking get it.
Wait,
and I'm
what?
just like, I'm leaving the spoilers here. Yeah, like the katana's here. So she grabs the katana, and leading up to it, of course, her dad is a video game designer, so she is transported into the game, right? And you're like, okay, I've watched some Sword Art Online. Like, I can roll with this a little bit.
What are you talking about?
But then it's like they gave a 3D modeling program to Mini Wheat, and they're like, why don't you animate this? So, you're sitting there going like,
Take that, Mini.
but at the same time, you're just like, what the fuck, man? Of like all the cool concepts that you're trying to establish in your show. This girl who transports to a video game, you make it look like some fucking CG out of the 1990s, I just
Just
don't
go-
get it.
What the
I,
fuck?
Yeah. It's
Does it look like
fucking-
Roblox? Because that's what I imagine it looking like with how you just
You
described
know,
it.
it kind of does. How
That
about
shitty
it?
Roblox
Just
game
do-
that you made me play.
Certainly, just Heroes Reborn video game. It has to come up with like a picture of what it fucking looks like, unless there's actually a tie-in video game, which there probably is, because this day and age, everyone fucking milks off that shit. But I'm trying to find a picture. I don't know.
I see the
don't
girl
see
with the
one.
sword and like
You
the
see
pink outfit.
Right. There's actually not an image of on the internet of what the actual game looks like because it's so fucking bad.
Who is this
I hate
Storm
it.
person? Why? They like put Storm in Heroes. The fuck is going on with this fucking show?
Man, I don't know, dude.
I hate it when they like they know that the show is kind of like people aren't really into it, so they're just like, we're just gonna like do a storyline about Japan, and then everybody's all like, "Ooh, new and
Oh well,
exciting."
they
Yeah,
got
but
one of
you
the
know what?
Wonder
characters.
who's
to
done
return.
that before.
Yeah,
like
that's the worst.
this kind of like the 100, where it's just sort of like yeah, and then it's like boom, someone dies. And
Wait,
like, someone
Siler's
dies
in this? What
violently.
the fuck?
What?
Is Siler's is in
No,
this?
that's not Siler. That's fucking Chuck, who looks like Siler, to make you
Old
think
fucking Chuck.
that maybe Siler is in
Oh
it
my
when
god,
he's
that's
not.
Chuck. I didn't realize it. Then I pictured him without the beard,
Yeah,
and that's
the
actually
cast
Chuck.
isn't terrible, man. It's just like I don't know. Watch it.
Did
Watch it.
Supergirl
It's on
premiere
fucking
yet?
Hulu.
Did
I
Supergirl
don't
premiere
know.
yet
I
on
wouldn't watch
NBC?
that. I watch Heroes Reborn over that shit.
Okay.
What
might be
else? I don't know.
Did anyone go see The Martian in the call?
Yes, I went and
I
saw it
did.
yesterday.
I want to.
Tried
saw
so
it yesterday.
badly.
I did.
That movie is fucking great.
Yeah.
You
liked it
haven't
a lot better
answered
than the
yet.
book.
You haven't answered yet. If you hate this movie, I'm gonna be real upset.
I don't hate the movie, but let me like try to explain what I was having trouble with.
Okay.
Okay. So first and foremost, I loved it. You know, like solid through and through. The science was fucking awesome.
It's on
I'm
point,
glad
man.
that they didn't. I mean, of course they dumb it down, but even from that perspective, I think there was some shit that just like went over some people's heads,
Right.
and I appreciated that. So like, bear with me here, but I never got this impending sense of doom.
For him, yeah. I get
I mean,
Why?
No shit though. Like they're not gonna let. I can't. I mean,
Oh
never
my
mind.
God.
I got it. I got
Right,
at one
but,
point
like-
at the end where fuck.
Yeah, maybe like
Hi,
one
Kaitlyn.
point, but like
Yeah.
let me just like again, and I know people, I'm not trying to compare these two movies. I'm just trying to compare the feeling, okay? In Gravity, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god,
Sure,
oh my
yeah,
fucking
I get
god" the
that.
whole time. Right? And like of course there's a different pacing with this movie because he's spending fucking days and days and days and days, right? But it was weird that I felt like that was supposed to be there, but it wasn't.
Hmm.
And especially from Ridley Scott, right?
Who would know?
And that
Yeah.
was, and again, this is just a weird criticism about it. This doesn't make me not recommend it to anyone. I thought it was fantastic. Everyone's going to love it. My kid was fucking, over the moon. No pun intended about it. That was just, so there you go.
Thinking about it, I think the thing is, it wasn't a movie about if, it was a movie about how, right? It wasn't
Right.
like you're not the ending. I feel like it's a movie made in a like these kind of movies always end the same way. Like it's
Of
just that's how
course.
it goes. But
it.
it was like the tension is like what's going to happen between now and the ending. Everybody knows is going to happen.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
I mean, I don't mean to be Debbie Downer about this at all because again,
I thought it was a great
like
movie.
walked out with an amazing experience. And to to top it off, the projection broke in the theater we were in. So they gave
that
us all
sucks.
free tickets,
That's
moved us
good.
to a new theater, and then said when you're done you can go out and refund your movie if you want. So like we basically got
A movie
two movies
nice.
for free for going and seeing this
Well, that's
movie.
good.
I was okay with
And
that.
movies are fucking expensive as hell in San Francisco too. So that's
They're-
like
dude,
$60.
Don't try to
per
drop
person.
that shit on
You got a
San
whole
Francisco.
family
They're
if you-
expensive everywhere, man.
I paid $6 this morning to see The Martian.
Did you see it in fucking 3D IMAX fucking shit
No,
in
because
your
I
ear?
appreciate movies,
Amazing
Wheat.
sound.
Because I appreciate movies, Weed. I did not.
What?
I don't want to see a movie in 3D, man. Why the fuck would you waste your
I
time?
don't like 3D movies either.
Me neither, but that's all
Oh,
they ever
man.
have.
I have
Oh.
the places out here have the option like digital.
How
or
man.
early
3D.
did you see it?
I saw
Kids
it. I saw it at 10:30 this morning because my sleep
I
schedule
can't
is
even
fucked.
see a movie at 10:30.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
He's gonna go get his glasses and try to look cool. That's what's gonna happen.
Kids today with their 3 dimensions and their color films. I remember when movies didn't even have sound.
It's gonna
That's
happen.
the real way to see a movie.
You better hurry up because I'm just gonna move
Quietly.
on. Find out what Adam's up to. He's got 5 seconds.
Big old empty chair.
Damn it, he made it back
So
in
many
time.
chairs.
All right, fuck you all. I've talked about this before, and it's time to product placement. This is why 3D movies are
Are these
awesome.
the movies from your TV that you've talked about?
What? Okay. This is a real pair of fucking 3D glasses right here, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my
Are
god.
those gunners?
When
You
you
just you bring your own 3D glasses to the
fuck
movie.
yeah, dude, you
pretty
know
cool.
those
I can
glasses
talk
they're
about
giving
that.
you
Yeah.
are like totally fucking dumb bullshit. Like, you know, there's and again, like I don't claim to know all the science behind it, but like what you get is so thin that you know, like they're just giving you an on the surface experience. So these glasses were basically designed for people who worked on 3D films because they would
Okay.
constantly and they can't like use a fucking
So-
pair of plastic real 3D glasses.
I mean, I get it. I get that it's a good point, like having specialized hardware for stuff. If you like go to the movies all the time, but it's not like you get a discount. It's not like a fucking bring your own cup to Starbucks situation.
No, but like
Those glasses will never subsidize themselves.
it's what it no, I mean, but it's truly enjoying a 3D
Wait,
movie
wait.
the way that it was intended.
How many dimensions are you seeing now, Weed?
Dude, I mean right now I'm seeing
No, you're not supposed to look at 3-dimensional
But-
objects with those glasses.
you know, oh my god, I fucking am I in a video game right now? Like maybe I'm in the stream. I don't know.
No, Weed's getting
No.
cyber high.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, I'm just like I wish I could just transport these two guys and let you go experience a 3D
If
movie.
trying
somebody
to
wanted to
think.
buy a pair of those,
Glasses.
Weed, what kind of a website would they have to go to obtain them?
So, the bad news is they actually don't make these anymore. So you've got to go hunting.
Collector's
But
item.
these are the Gunner Midnight Onyx. And trust me, if you get on Amazon,
Oh,
there's
God.
actually sellers that have a
Thank you, Oz,
shitload
that's-
of them.
Yep.
And they're the Midnight Onyx Gunners 3D.
See how much these
I'm
are.
telling you guys, and maybe
No, they
even,
still sell them on gunners.com.
no, they do.
Yeah, they're 150 bucks.
They're the 3D ones.
Let me read some.
Yeah, you
This
better.
is like, despite what Adam's saying, this is actually the most useful thing I've ever heard of out of Gunner. So
Dude,
Damn.
I'm impressed.
Shots
They're not
fired.
just yellow
Free
glasses.
hipster.
There goes
You
Kaitlyn's
realize
future
that
sponsorship
the
from
movie
Gunner.
industry is spending fucking millions of dollars and probably billions of dollars on top with marketing on like making shit 3D. It's like it's actually our fault as viewers that we're not watching it properly. All right, that's
and
what
consumers.
it's my
No,
that's
it's our fault. It's
Wait,
their
what's
fault
like-
that they're not giving us proper glasses, man. And shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm at some Gunner site, and it's what is it? Is that rubles? What the fuck is next to that? It's 9,000 of some currency.
Gunners
That's how much
about
they
to fuck
cost.
You.
And there's definitely bad 3D. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this magically turns everything. It's not, there's bad 3D out there. And there's actually websites that will tell you
Oh, it's
what's
rupee.
actually shot in 3D and what is fucking just bullshit mad 3D.
I'm on the Indian Gunner website. How the fuck did I end up here?
Anyway,
Anyways,
no one likes 3D except me, and they keep fucking making them just like
yeah,
bad
because
Flash
you
TV.
spend the extra
So
money on the
fuck
ticket because it's so
Hey,
much more
I-
for you and your family, and that's
God.
why
They're
you're
Don't even
funding
give us
3D
the
by yourself.
option.
They're gonna keep making them. I mean,
I think the last movie I saw in 3D was like Wolverine Origins or whatever
No
the.
wonder you don't want to watch 3D movies anymore.
oh shit.
It's
dude.
been a while. That was like
Oh,
10
shit.
years ago or 8 years ago.
Nerps, kids. Nerps. They're everywhere.
There you go.
Oops.
Rupees? Yeah, I think that's what I said. They're 113 on Amazon according to chat. Chat wants to
Yeah.
know, is The Martian good in 3D?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not risking it.
Yes, and I will just say that there are some scenes, in fact, one that you're about to talk about, that were amazing.
I'm not going to talk about any other
And
thing.
anything in space is amazing in 3D. Because they
We'll
can make
we'll just leave that comment alone. We'll just leave that comment alone.
Yeah, it's the part where he's pooping in space.
That's it.
3-dimensional poops.
Yep.
It's a good movie. Go see it. Adam, what have you been up to besides seeing a movie in not 3D?
Well, I actually saw it in 3D, but we're done with that.
God
conversation.
damn it, Adam.
I know.
You
I know.
and Wheat
It's 'cause
funding
it was. I
3D
wanted to see
movies.
it yesterday. I was the only one that had tickets still. Anyway, whatever. It's
All right.
fine.
Okay.
I finished Life is Strange. Kaitlyn, you played that, right?
Well, you finished episode 4. No one's finished it yet, Adam.
True. I've finished the available amount that is there.
Here's
to
where I
play. So
take
now
off the headphones. So talk about it at length.
I got
and then put your hands
two
up and
unfinished
ready.
games, which is annoying. Like that and Kentucky Route Zero, both like, yep, more episodes, but they'll come out eventually someday.
Can I ask you really fast, Adam? Because I feel like you're the only person that will agree with me. Did you think that some of the Life is Strange storyline was ableist?
Yeah, it took a thing that could have been like interesting and was like, yeah, but big
That's
scary
awful.
like sad, her life is
Yeah.
horrible, and then just flipped it around on you. And
People
it
said
was
they
only there for like an
cried.
hour. Yeah, it was
Right?
weird. It felt like a little ham-fisted. And yeah, I feel like that. Like I would rather they just have not done that part, but the
It was
rest
just
of it is
a
quite
plot
good.
line, and then it was gone.
Yeah. It felt a little like the way that comics and Wheat, you're gonna appreciate this, comics treat Barbara Gordon, where it's just like, well, just like have bad stuff happen to her all the time. Oh, then it's undone. Then it happens again. Then oh no, it's different. So I don't know, but the rest of the game is really good. I feel like it's interesting playing games like that because they're about teenagers, but they're written by like middle-aged dudes. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you have to like either like really do your research, and in some places it's very like, hello, fellow students.
Yeah.
But there is some good stuff in there.
I was surprised at that too. I thought the way they talked to each other was pretty well done.
Yeah.
Especially
yeah.
for like the 2000 like 10s.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a teenage girl, and it's been a long time since I was a teenager, so I don't really know
One day,
how
Adam.
kids talk, but yeah, it's it was a good game though. I like it. I enjoyed it, and it lived up for the most part to the hype. Though I didn't get all feelsy over the things that I think people expected me to.
Me neither. People think I'm like a cold-hearted killer.
Yeah, I got really upset after the second or third episode, the one with the God, it's so hard not to spoil it. The one with the roof at the end.
I didn't.
Yeah, see that one, I got that was the hard one for me. Everything else was not so bad.
For me, it was I was really, really uncomfortable with like the binders of women, that whole part. Of
Yeah,
course.
right. That's
That
so
one really was like kind of triggering.
We were talking about like getting salty on stream and stuff before, and that I explicitly like I shouted. I was like, "What?" and like took my headphones off, and I was all upset about it. But like like I don't think it was bad. I think it was good, and like they handled it in an interesting way. But episode 5 will tell whether it's just like, here's a big shocking thing, we're not going to treat it very well, or if it's like this is a serious thing we're going to like take care of.
I liked how they had that character be the one that did that.
The thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to show that it doesn't take like a scary evil guy, you know. I thought that was good.
No one can hear you, Dodger.
You're muted, Dodger.
Yeah, you're muted,
So,
Dodger.
you're so muted right now.
I feel like you guys are starting to tread into spoilery stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you haven't played Life is Strange, you should play it. It's good.
Anything else?
Could you sound
Wow.
less interested? No, JP.
Well, you just spoiled so much shit for me. You didn't even put your hands
No,
up. when you were
nothing was
done.
spoiled.
There's no spoilers. It's fine.
Okay. I pieced together what other people have said, and now I know pretty much what happens in every episode of that game. So.
I thought that I did, and I didn't, so...
Okay. Well, anyways. Okay, what have you been up to?
You know, just being really pondering what kind of soap you ended up settling on.
I was
JP.
You stole my final question for everyone.
shit.
Is what type of soap does everyone use here?
Type of soap?
Yeah, what type of, like, do you use body wash? Use bar soap? If so, what kind?
I go back and forth.
Didn't Didn't we just recently make videos about something that included this, Dodger?
Yeah.
Answer.
Oddly enough, indeed. But that was more like the smells, right? Those were
Yeah.
like what sort of smells do you go for?
It's true.
But what type of soap? You told us you used go back and forth. You didn't say.
You know, wheat
I'm
would be a
seriously
really-
interested. I know what wheat uses because we've talked about it before.
Oh, did you ask him about Dirty Spring Wash though? Have you ever tried that one, Wheat, from Lush?
No, I don't think I have.
Wait, what?
Is it good?
I thought that was the one that you use. That's what everyone told.
No,
rub, rub,
he used
rub.
the sea salt. Oh, and that one.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is? Oh, let me write these
Ocean
down.
salt, rub, rub, rub.
Rub, rub,
Dude.
I have
rub.
to see.
Dude, JP,
I
get
have-
rub, 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 man. You'll smell this shit and be like, oh my god.
I have basically a lifetime supply of like unscented antibacterial soap because that's what you have to use when you get tattoos. So I like got a bunch of it and just have been using that forever. Well, I
Yeah,
got more.
a long time ago, I bought like a huge box of just plain bar soap, and I used that shit forever. And then I swapped over to
Jesus Christ. It's so
gel
expensive.
soaps. But
Yeah, I like
man,
gel and loofah.
Lush stuff is pretty expensive. That's why I haven't used it yet.
Me too. I always go there and I smell the stuff, and I'm like, but
You know, the second listing for Rub Rub is a song by Raheem Shaw for $1 on Amazon. So I'm gonna pick
Is it
that up
called Rub
again.
Rub?
No, it's called Rub Rub from his album
Play that on our
Sabaru.
first break, dude. That shit's gonna be
Rub.
real.
I'm gonna get that because man, that stuff's expensive. 11
What?
ounces for $27.
that's not. Okay. That's not like the
Where-
worst though.
Are you
11
on their-
ounces
are
would
you on
last
their
me like 3
page?
months.
No, I was gonna order it through Amazon. Is there stuff pretty quick to order?
We've got a lush here, so
How many days would you say it takes for it to arrive if you were to order
rub,
it?
rub, rub.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You looked for it on Amazon and it came up?
Yeah.
Rub, rub, rub?
Yep. That's it.
Oh, I found it.
This is
From
the
Lush
highest
USA.
number of rubs per minute I think I've ever heard in a show.
I was gonna say.
You haven't been on Mean Week's late night
that's
calls.
by a
then, Adam.
third party. That's by a third party.
Lush
store.
USA is not the real Lush.
Sold by Genuine Supply Depot.
That sounds.
Lush USA, but that probably just takes you to that would Genuine Supply Depot. I think you probably want to go. directly to
Lush.com is real, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll just order it from there. I'll do that during the break, or when I'm not talking. That'd be great.
Yeah, you know, Mirrorshades is really useful for when you want to just check out, get your shopping done.
Rub.
Hey, I'm honest. At least I'm honest.
Yeah, no,
That's-
it's fine. It's
That's
just,
what I do. That's what when Gavin comes up, I check the fuck out. That's all that's gonna happen. So then I won't.
No,
Then I won't feel
Gavin!
any blame or guilt. or
Yeah,
anything.
11.5 for $22.95. JP, you
On
almost
Lush?
got ripped the fuck off.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Wow,
no. They
that's
don't. They
fair.
don't have shipping right there. With the shipping's probably gonna be like $30 or some shit.
No, it won't.
So-
if I want it 2 days from
Get
now, it's
free
gonna be $30
shipping.
bucks. That's all I'm saying.
No, it won't. No, it won't. You should just try it and buy like 3 tubs anyway.
You know who probably respects their GM and listens when they talk and pays attention to the game? Vin Diesel. He's probably a really good player.
I mean, I already said this is the final episode of RollPlay earlier, and people in the chat thought I was serious because Geek and Sunder got Vin Diesel and we didn't. So there you go. There you go. That happened. Thanks for bringing that up, Adam.
I know. I just got to rub it in.
Was that
Sorry.
because of the next Witch Hunter?
He played a witch hunter apparently in the campaign. Yes.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you also know that that was apparently his first D&D character, and they made a movie about his first D&D
Yes.
character?
Yep. Everybody knew that but you.
No, I
I
knew
didn't
that
know
as well.
that.
I was just spreading the information to those that didn't.
Thank you, JP.
Life goals
I am
right
now
there.
more educated on Vin Diesel
There you
and
go.
Vin Diesel related activities.
Now when you go see the next Fast and Furious, you can
did you
drop
know he
that
has a
fucking
break
bomb.
dancer too?
I
I
believe
did
it.
not. And I've never
Yeah.
seen a Fast and/or Furious.
What the
Look it
fuck?
What?
Those are like amazing pieces of work. You
That
should
blows my
go
mind.
Those are like amazing.
fucking go watch them. What are you doing,
There's
man?
basically like Hamlet, and then there's Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
That's
and
how-
each Fast and the Furious goes up
Yeah,
on the pie chart on the good scale. It
That
not pie
Hamlet
charts, but
twist,
the-
though, at the end.
The bar scale just
Hey,
goes
no
up.
Shakespearean spoilers.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning: Julius Caesar dies at the end.
I also read is we're
Oh
just
my
killing
God,
time
I
for some
can't
reason.
believe you. I was gonna read that tomorrow.
They're gonna
I
do
know.
one
A
more,
Two, Adam?
There you go.
Sorry.
one more
To Adam.
trequel of the Fast and Furious movies, and
there
they're
was
done.
there was a Romeo and Juliet
happening.
movie that I guess maybe got released or was gonna get released, and I was in a theater and there was a trailer for it, and it was all like big and dramatic, and they're like, "What's happening?" and "Oh, I love you," and all this stuff, and then the lights go down, and someone in the theater is like, "They die at the end," which
What?
I loved. I thought that was so good.
Why did
Oh
you-
man, you know what's
Did you hear like,
Yeah, there were some people who were like legit startled by it. It's just I was so excited.
Oh, that's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. All right, well, Adam,
well-
let's order some Lush. I mean, let's start the show, and then I'll order some Lush cosmetics.
All right, well let's hand out some karma for the
I
last
forgot
session.
we did that. Shit.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, we get XP on this show, unlike Swan Song.
Yeah, unlike Swan Song, it's true.
Got some recently.
So for the last episode, let me see. I gotta check margin of victory here. Okay. So for our MVP for the last episode, most valuable player award goes to the player who makes the crucial roll so the party can face down the big problem besetting it in the session. 54% of votes say breakdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was the only one that did anything last episode. That's that's
Pretty
fine.
much.
We can give that
Pretty
to her.
much.
The Team Worker Award, which you cannot earn if you just earned MVP, so by margin of closeness, though it's a 38% distance, but Team Worker, player who worked the hardest to keep the group together and in good shape, was the one who helped despite the risk, spend all their gear for their mates and sacrifice their goals for their companions. Crusher, this one's for you.
What? I didn't even do anything.
Well,
That's
83 people thought you did.
That's damn right. Thank you to my alt accounts. Thanks for that.
He tried to get Gavin killed. That's like anti-team working.
I mean, Gavin's not technically part of the team, so
I see. So
That's
during
objective.
this show, you shop online, and during Swan Song, you upvote yourself.
That's
for
it.
Mirrorshades. Nice.
That's
Good strategy.
it.
I like it.
That's how I do it.
Multi-barrel
I
approach.
figured it out. Shit.
And with 72% of the voting populace going to this one, the Embodiment Award for role-playing in a believable and entertaining manner throughout the entire session. Night's Ass.
Good. Deserved.
Oh,
Done.
really?
Enjoy
But
your
I'm in
karma.
the same boat as JP. I too did nothing.
Yeah, but you actually role-played your character. I just troll wheat, so there's...
That is your character, I thought.
yeah.
People have a hard time seeing the difference.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true. It's
Exactly.
nuanced performance.
All true.
I gotta find my character. Crusher.
See, if we had the roleplay equivalent of like inside the actor's studio, you'd understand all these things. Get
Exactly.
James Lipton to interview you guys. Be perfect.
Exactly.
But all right,
Who?
so
If we wait a couple years, I'll lose all my hair and I could do that. That'd be great.
now I'm just imagining
Oh, man, what a great
you
time.
and James Lipton is like a. All right, so let's talk about what happened a month ago because we've been away a little while. You're narrowing in on Javier Flores, our missing geneticist.
Could you, sorry, real quick, does anyone
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the link for like the overarching stuff? I don't mean the one where it's like everything connects to Night Sass. I mean the one that someone actually made.
Right, yeah.
they're
There's like
both now.
there's a web.
Yeah.
Oh, someone made a web for the show. I
Is
didn't know that.
there?
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
For
amazing.
this mission of like who works for who and who owns
Yes.
what. Someone took all of my like Tom Clancy and Shadow bullshit and made it into
Really?
a easy flowchart.
I'm gonna see that.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to
that'll
find that.
appear.
Okay.
Yeah, so Javier Flores is the target. Moto gave you the back end of the mission. They put him on a plane. They got him. They extracted him and sent him to Seattle so that he could take up solace with his new employers at the Shiawase Corporation. But he never made the meeting. He got off the plane, left the airport, got into one of Maurice's vehicles, and was not seen again by anyone that was part of the job. Now he's had moments where he's like gotten in touch with a gang of elven drug dealers, which you followed up on. He was arrested by Lone Star for public intoxication. And the thing that ties those two things together is his long-standing problem with better-than-life chips. So he's addicted to BTL chips. And talking to his sister, you learn that that's a result of his on-the-job stress, and how he's been using BTL chips to try to cope with that problem. So yeah, he was arrested by Officer Wu, who gave you the evidence that connected him to the Universal Brotherhood, which is an organization, a like charitable spiritual organization that takes in folks who might be in need or having spiritual problems and helps rehabilitate them. I think that you did a little bit of sort of checking. Like I know that you went to their public website, Bonbon.
Yeah.
To check them out. But they're quite secretive. They have a couple of like locations in Seattle. And
the Laughing Man posted.
Yes, yeah, and there's some interest that's starting to form on Shadowland about what this Universal Brotherhood might be about. Yeah, so the last thing that I think you were gonna do is you were trying to figure out who you wanted to send or what you wanted to do to get in with the Universal Brotherhood, to try to find out where Javier Flores went.
I'm looking over this flow chart.
Yeah.
Is that going to
there
help
it
you make a
is.
decision, Crusher?
No. I'm just interested in the fan art.
Really well done.
Did you see that fan art of you, by the way? That Adam
one?
linked?
Which one?
It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's back in the...
It might be one of the best fan arts we've seen.
Did you guys see all of Chazman's parody songs?
Oh my god, they're so good.
No, I didn't listen to
There's
those.
3 of them now.
I think those came out when I was at TwitchCon, so I haven't looked at them. Did you not see this yet, Wheat?
I did. I saw one of the early versions.
That's
I
not the
haven't
right
seen
page.
the changes that were made to it.
Look at that, man. It's God tier right there.
Yeah, it's true.
It's pretty good. I don't like your earrings, though.
Well, fuck you too.
There you go. All right, so what are we doing?
I don't know.
I think we left off and we were like in the apartment as Kaitlyn
Yeah,
took
we
Gavin
don't have
away.
to pick up. We don't have to pick up like right in that exact moment. We can discuss what the plan is and be at the point of execution. But I think there was some dissent, right? Because did you have a reason besides cowardice and self-interest not to go yourselves?
Well, I went there
He
and I
said
came
that
back
you-
and I was like, I'm
Well, you
worried
sent the
about
spirit,
this.
right?
No, you went in astral form.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went in astral form. That's
And I
right.
ran into somebody who made me feel all tingly and weird. So I came back and I was like, I ran into somebody who made me feel real weird, guys. And
I like the way you
then-
describe that, as though Breakdown just went through puberty.
Right, yeah.
I met somebody that made me
I
feel
had
tingly and
feelings that I've
weird.
never had before. Yeah, and then it turned into who can we get to go in there and report back, basically, I think was the plan.
Yeah.
And
And
then
so the question is why wouldn't we get someone else to go in for us, Adam?
I mean, I'm not. You do whatever you want. Amoral
Doesn't want
mercenary.
I was
to
just
die.
fishing. I was just fishing.
well, I know Night's was completely against it.
Me
And then-
too. Why would we send
Shut up,
sweet
Breakdown.
baby Gavin in there? He's done nothing wrong.
And
All right, recap, because there was a reason outside of just like you were saying that like just by entering this place you might never come back, or you could be brainwashed, you could be changed, or they could
Well,
That was
do some
theories,
crazy
though.
shit to you.
That was a theory that I had.
What you call theory, I call paranoia. But yeah, it's unfounded based on like actual information you received in the real world. There's just some nervousness that they might do bad things to you.
What would Gavin even do for us? You know, he's not trained like us. He would just go there, get converted, and then maybe
No,
he would
I
come
remember now.
back.
I remember now because she read my mind. Because she mind probed me And so I was like, fuck, we can't send somebody in there who actually like knows shit and might like get in our heads. I remember that now. So we have to
Well,
send
then how
somebody in.
are we going to send Gavin in? Because we have to. The whole reason of him going would be for us. And if he doesn't know why he's going, he's just going to show up and be like, well, this place is pretty cool.
Exactly.
Well-
we won't get anything from him.
Yeah.
All right,
Wouldn't the
like
idea be,
I think
not saying it needs to be Gavin, but wouldn't the idea be that we send somebody in there, they just like go through the normal experience of being there and then tell us what happened?
I mean, Gavin isn't exactly like the smartest pigeon on the roof, you know? He obviously knows a thing or two about drones, but at the end of the day, really, like, all Knight's ass has to do is just tell Gavin to go and be excited about it, and I don't think it'd be a problem.
Yo, but what if he dies? I'm just
What if
saying,
he-
what if he dies?
What if he dies? What if he dies? Then what?
Who's going
And
to take
what
the blame for
if-
that?
Well, then we
He
know that we
goes.
made the right decision, that it shouldn't have been one of us. Did I say that out loud? I totally didn't mean to. But seriously, I mean, I'll go in.
But if they can mind read, then you're fucked. Then you die. So that doesn't help us at all.
Well, it's not. No, that's not. It's not immediately. Then you die if they read your mind. It just then they'll know we're not going in there. Well, I guess
No,
matter
if they
he's
read his
people-
mind, they know exactly what we're doing there.
Isn't like you know?
They're
going
going to see a fucking flow chart in their head that tells them all the stuff that we know. I've seen it.
So like an anti-mind reading spell? Is that too suspicious? Couldn't we just give
Yeah.
him
How-
a chip that like takes his mind and puts like a different mind from some kind of like computer that has fake thoughts, and then
Yo, does that shit exist?
I don't, dude. Fuck if I know.
Well, we got the computer experts and the
All right,
magic
all
expert
right.
here. Does that
I
shit
mean-
exist?
I didn't want to bring it up at first because it's probably not the safest thing, but it might be possible that I could put, you know, a procedure on my data banks that could potentially make me forget certain information or change how I'm thinking. Like I said, I mean,
Yo, that's what we do.
I wouldn't do this for anybody, but if you feel this strongly about
No. We're not doing that.
No, that's the answer
That
right
sounds like
there.
a good idea.
That's a great
like what
idea.
I
What are you
said.
talking about?
That's
no,
the
we
best
can't
idea as
do
well.
Look,
that.
he'll just take there's a movie from I've seen it. You just take parts of your brain out, and then you're
Of course
good.
it existed.
Look, who is he gonna? What's he gonna miss from those thoughts?
How is she gonna know the reason she was supposed to be in there in the first place if she forgets all of the relevant information about this mission?
I
Well,
mean,
she'll know.
hypothetically, we could time it so it
No,
goes off on a
shh,
timer.
we're not
then I would
doing. No,
just kind of.
shh.
What if? No, that wouldn't work.
No, we have to do like some kind of trust building experiment. Like you fall back and like someone catches you, and then we have to see if you can trust us enough so that after part of your memory is removed, you trust it to tell you that it was for a good reason and that you have to do exactly what we say.
Wait, hold on. Do you lose the memory forever?
No, it's more like a blocker.
Can they detect the blocker?
I mean, they'd have to actually plug into my head and view the routines that are running, and that's not something that people just normally do.
How much
I
does
don't-
this shit cost?
How much are you willing to pay, Crusher?
What? I'm not going to pay my own team member to help us succeed
Well, I'm
on the
putting
mission.
my life on the line. Like, I could have my entire memory erased. I could wake up and not like birds. Like,
Well, I mean, worse things
realize
could
the
happen.
weight of this situation.
Bon, worse things could happen, all right? Maybe you don't wake up.
You're right. I could maybe not be able to talk like when you couldn't talk.
We're doing it. Let's go. Make it happen.
No. There's got to be a better option.
There is.
here.
We sent Gavin in.
Yeah, the other option is Gavin. That's option.
But
it's
we don't
option
even-
A or option B.
Look, if you guys really think Gavin is so dumb, even though he's not, he put those stickers on my drone and they lined up pretty well, okay? Like,
Night says
even
I
if
could put stickers
if
on your
we
drone.
send him in,
It's not
one,
that hard.
is he gonna come back? How is he gonna come back? They're just gonna let him leave. 2, now he's part of the cult. He's brainwashed. He's not gonna help us out. He's not
We
gonna
don't
tell
know
us
for
anything.
sure
Knight's
that they're a
ass. Look,
cult.
I'm not-
We just know.
I don't mean
You're
ill
really
will by
standing up
this.
for a cult now, breakdown. Wow.
All right, all right.
Knight's
Just
ass, he
trying to
could
make
use the
sure we
friends,
all have
all right?
accurate
This.
information.
I think he's a homeless guy that you just picked up on the side of the street. He could use some friends. Maybe he'll get a nice bed.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? Bonbons come
What
up
are you
with the
putting it
plan.
into? Are you erasing the memories? We didn't even make a decision about that.
All right, we're sending Gavin in, but we're going to send him in with all the drugs that Crusher has. All right? The
Hold
moment
on.
that
I don't want to give up.
All right, listen, just hold on a second. All right? He's also going to go in with a device that he can attach to an internal network there that we can use to get in and get the information that we need. He will then take the drugs so he can't be mind read and install the equipment, and then he will have to leave because when the drugs kick in, he will get incredibly sick and they will have to take him out, and then we will pick him up from the hospital.
How do we even know that he's built for a mission
Wait.
like this?
What?
I mean,
Wait,
he
this-
goes
you want
in,
him-
he
This is
attaches
literally-
something, he takes the drugs, he, has a reaction to the drugs. They take him out because he obviously can no longer function within the facility, and they don't, they can't, they've got to save him. And then, if you want to, we can just hire our own ambulance and we can be the ones that respond in record time.
I like that your plan is basically go in, do a thing, roofie yourself, and then we'll just clean up after.
All right, Bonbon, what's the plan if his mind gets read before he takes the drugs?
Uh-oh.
Well,
I don't think she didn't think of that breakdown.
all right, that is a fantastic consideration. Let's talk about it. What does happen?
Let's just not do that plan.
I mean,
It's not a
help
good
me
plan.
understand this, honey. Like, do you walk through the door and then someone mind reads you, and then like
I don't
then
know. I
you
haven't
can go
walked through
in?
the door. I just
Because,
walked. I
Like
don't know.
I've
I
seen
don't
you,
know.
I've seen you before, and it's not. I know you can't just summon birds all day, right? Can someone just mind read all day?
They are different forms of magic. So it is something that you could do without someone noticing.
All right, well, fuck. I thought I was making a smart argument, but obviously I don't know shit about this.
Hold on,
magic
hold on.
crap.
Is there a way?
God.
Is there magic that can do what Bonbon's trying to do? Breakdown.
Roofie yourself?
Yeah, like
Can
can you
we
walk
stop
in there and be
talking
like,
about
"Yo, I want to
drugs?
roofie
Just
myself," and then the
right,
magic
let's
works?
right.
Talk.
Is there magic that we can use on Gavin?
Maybe not you, but maybe Hadia could do something like that. I don't know what she's capable of.
Adam?
Uh-huh. What exactly are you asking?
I think they're asking if there's a way to block mind probe magically.
I mean, you're you want somebody with like a solid willpower, because you get to resist, right? Like the higher your willpower is, the harder it is to mess with your brain. Plus you've got you want to use somebody who is a magician or a shaman themselves, because then you have the pool available to like protect you. I don't know that there's specifically, like, I mean, you've done some research on this already, right? Like you could make an object, a talisman, to like protect someone from certain types of magic.
Right.
But yeah, there isn't like necessarily like I guess a shield or whatever. Like the barrier spell might. Let me take a look.
Yo, what's
Can
young
they-
Tyga up to?
Seriously, though.
All right.
Is
by
there
the
a
way,
way? Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Is there a way to detect if someone is blocking that stuff? Because that might look kind of suspicious.
Well, if it's entirely based on a will save, it would just
Yeah, that
be-
wouldn't be suspicious. Yeah, but if they could detect the magic, that's
Yeah, I mean, an obvious, like an item of magic is made out of magically reactive stuff, like orichalcum or whatever. So you'd be able to tell if someone was wearing a talisman to protect themselves. But that's like a thing that people do sometimes, right? Like if you're afraid of being attacked with spells, it would be suspicious, but not like way out of the ordinary suspicious.
Can I get a talisman for like bad paparazzi camera angle shots?
You could have someone make a spell for you that reacts to bright light that causes like an illusion, so people couldn't take pictures of you. But
But
that
you would
opposite.
want like the
Yeah.
ones at a good angle to work.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
still
what the
want,
fuck are we
yeah, I
talking
still
about?
want
We don't need a
confidence,
fucking
yeah.
talisman for photo shoots.
I do though. See? It's a sign.
All right, so just so I'm fully, we think that this is where potentially Mr. Alvarez is.
Yeah, like
or
in
Flores. I'm sorry, Javier Flores.
we think he might be in sort of a rehab scenario.
Right.
At best case scenario, he's using this place as like rehabilitation sanctuary.
Right.
Hold on, what?
Worst case scenario,
Why don't we just
he's
go in there?
trapped there.
Why don't we
Right.
just go in there fully decked out with mask on or something? And if he's not there, then we just leave quietly.
Well, I guess. I guess like just taking one step backwards. These are all great plans, by the way. I think they're all great. But what do we want to do if we find him? Like, are we just trying to confirm that he's there, or do we actually want to try to get him out, or is
Well,
this a two-step?
What is our
thing?
job description?
I mean, we
Get
got to
him
find
to
this
Chile.
guy.
Yeah, you
Classic,
signed.
right?
You signed the contract. Where the fuck's the job?
All right. I mean, perhaps.
Hanging out with us is the opportunity of a lifetime. I
What are
don't
you
think
t-
we'll have any problems.
With who?
What are you talking about, Knight's Ass?
If we just like take him with us.
Oh,
Take who?
take Alvarez.
What do you
if
mean
he's there.
take who?
We'll just
The
take him with
fucking
us.
job, Bomba.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I mean, what? All of us.
Did you
go
already
in there
activate
and
those
then
chips? Hello?
Take him out. I don't
I'm Crusher.
understand.
Nice
It
to meet
doesn't-
you.
I'm asking, what do we do if Alvarez is in there?
Yeah, we just take
Then
him
we
with
fucking
us.
just go in there. I'll bust in the door and say, "Hey, give me Alvarez," and they'll
Wait,
probably
that might
say,
not be necessary. Like, we see if we can talk with him, right? We find out what the situation is from his end.
The other thing is that I'm worried about is if he's in there and we find him and people know that we found him, then they're gonna go in there and take him out.
And so this person that we're gonna send in just has a phone handy that they're gonna like call up once they go to the bathroom and, tell us what the situation is.
Like, yeah, I mean that's a pretty good plan. I think
And-
Gavin could work a phone.
You have a phone? Wait, Gavin?
Yeah, because we're going with Plan A. He just doesn't, or she just doesn't know it yet.
What was plan A again?
The Gavin plan.
That was the
Plan G.
ambulance plan.
Well, that's part of the end of Plan A. Yes.
I love that Crusher just can't keep the gender of anyone straight now.
It's confusing. It's confusing. Look, it's really difficult when a guy plays a female and a female plays a guy in a show to get that straight. It just is. It's fucking hard. I did it to someone
All right.
else in another
All right.
campaign and they never got it right, and now I know exactly why.
I'll tell you what. All right, since you can never be too prepared, can I make a circles roll to find out like about the security or the process for
Circles
getting
is
in?
explicitly for finding people your character already knows who are in a situation that you define.
Well, I mean, the only other avenue that could
No,
possibly
don't hold on.
appeal-
Don't terminate the Circles Avenue yet. Just think that
No,
through.
I was using that to sort of segue over to what I have written down, which is that the Laughing Man did say the Universal Brotherhood interesting. Did I try to contact him already?
Yeah, but he's
Oh.
he's an elusive dude.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail our great planning.
All
Do
I was
these
gonna say is
people-
that like I think you were going somewhere with that Circles thing, but
Yeah, I mean, what I want to know is, maybe we just whether it's scouted out or find someone who can tell us more about that place. Like, is it heavily armed? Is it just an office place? Is it like a rehab? Like what kind of security is there? Because maybe we can all go in.
Hold on. Did you say any of that in game? Did you bring up the circles, or this is gonna be really metagaming? Yo, what if we just call Maurice and see if he's ever picked up someone from there, and then we have that person go back in for us?
I was gonna ask Adam something similar. Yeah, how big is the Brotherhood? Like, have they infiltrated Hollywood, like Scientology?
I mean, this is all the first time any of you have heard of them, and Shadowland didn't even really know anything about them prior to this. So probably not. They're probably still like pretty on the DL. But that being said, that's what Circles is for. Like, you can just be like, maybe I know another celebrity who like joined the Universal Brotherhood, and we can roll. And if you succeed, then you can.
All right, you first, JP.
For what?
Your Maurice circle.
Oh, you want me to roll for it?
No, I mean you can call. I don't know why you. Kaitlyn, you're in charge now. Yeah, I mean you don't have to roll.
1d20, anything
you
above
have
1.
Maurice's. You have
Well,
Maurice's
I mean,
phone number.
If you,
You
roll
get a plus
anything, you
one.
get
This
it.
sounds like Dodgers campaign with Future Man Gaming at IHOP. But anyways, enough of that story. Is that even? Should we even do that? Do you guys think we should call Maurice and see if he's ever picked up, or should he maybe just pick someone up from there and we're in the car and we have a conversation with that person?
That's good. That's smart.
Wait, just like, no, that would be weird.
No, just
Guys,
pick up the
all-
first person that
all these
walks out.
places.
Just have him camp outside, and then he calls us, and then we just go, and then we talk to that person, and we pay him some money for the information.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen. We're not gonna like interrogate him and tie him to a chair and then bleed all over him.
If it happens, it happens. I'm not saying it couldn't, or it won't.
I think that Knight's Ass should call first.
Call Maurice.
No, call like
Oh,
use a skill roll to find out
right,
if she
right.
knows somebody who's in it.
Yeah.
But she'd have to specify the person, right? It would have to be like, I have this friend who switches religions all the time. Maybe she's
It's
been
whatever's safe. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
whatever's
tell me
it.
about you tell me about the person. I tell you how difficult the Circles roll is. You make the roll, and if you get it, then you have the person you described available to you, and if you don't, then I get to twist the knife, so to speak.
All right. I don't know if I want to make up a name, but I had
Yeah.
this friend
Okay.
in showbiz, and she was really fast to go vegan, and it was super trendy. And then she was really fast to go keto, and it was really trendy, which is like the opposite. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then she went gluten free, while still being in keto.
Can we pull the name from the chat and have his name be Calm Truce?
I was
That's
gonna do Karaya
so-
Mary.
So on the nose.
That's so good. That's so good.
That was too. Yeah, just what else?
Okay, what did this? Is she a celebrity? Is she like a musician? Is she a movie star? Who is this person?
Has to be a movie star now. Has to be, jumped on some furniture, on talk shows. Very vibrant, very chaotic, and whatnot. And she gonna do that. She hopped. It seemed like she just hopped to whatever lifestyle, whatever trend seemed to be on point at the time. So I would like to call her and see what she's up to.
All right. So her name is Jenna Bell, and you can give her a call.
All right.
All right.
And the thing here, so you want basically what you're telling me is, Jim, you want her to be in the Universal Brotherhood right now.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she's moved on past it since then.
Sure.
If there's a way of getting out.
Okay.
That just got harder.
Go ahead and
the roll
Yeah.
bit.
it's gonna be. Okay. It's gonna be difficulty 10.
My
Alright.
circles is 3, and I
You
have
get
1
the dice.
check. What does that mean?
You have 3 dice to roll, and once you've made this roll, win or lose, like success or fail, just make a check.
All right.
All right. So make the roll, then we're gonna make exaggerated faces and go to a break.
Okay.
Is it 3d6?
Yeah. I mean, you just click the roll button.
Oh,
Macro.
right.
Oh my God!
What a result!
It happened.
Take a break. We'll be right back after this. More Mirrorshades coming up. Hour 2. We'll see you then.